Hey Guardians! Today I'm going to be sharing a charged with light build that allows you and your team to get your supers charged very quickly. Under the right conditions, someone in your fire team can be casting their super every 10 seconds, wiping adds, and generating orbs of power for everyone else. This is extremely powerful in high difficulty nightfalls, PvE content, raids, and even Gambit. The best part? You're not tied down to any one class or exotic. This build is working as of October during Season of the Lost. Before we get started, the Super Looper build is by GuppyDuck. He's made plenty of broken and hilarious builds, so if you want to see more videos like this, let us know in the comments. First things first, you're going to need the following mods to maximize this build. Energy Converter is the MVP here. Throwing your grenade converts up to 5 stacks of light into super energy, to a maximum of 40%. The caveat here is that only the first 40% of your super can be gained this way. The rest will have to come from orbs of power. Power Preservation creates additional orbs of power from super final blows, and it removes the cap on the number of orbs generated from a single super. Radiant Light causes your allies to become charged with light whenever you cast your super. Charged Up and Supercharged in combination allow you to have all 5 stacks of Charged with Light necessary. And Taking Charge allows you to become charged with light by picking up orbs of power. On your armor, you'll need a stasis helmet for double power preservation, and I highly recommend solar legs for innervation and supercharged. This will ensure you always have your grenade ready. Besides those, you'll need one void piece for energy converter and one arc piece for radiant light. The last thing to note while gearing up is your intellect stat. Your intellect does not affect how much energy you gain from orbs of power. Having a high intellect stat never hurts, but you could be putting those points towards resilience or recovery. The one exception is Gambit, where having super at your first invasion can seriously upset your opponents. Obviously, all supers are not created equal. Most roaming supers, like Stormcaller, Spectral Blades, Fists of Havoc, are not ideal for this build because orbs of power generate at the player. Ranged supers are recommended so your fire team can stand at a safe distance, collect orbs, and charge each other with light. For hunters, by far the absolute best super for this build is Bottom Tree Void. There's a short cooldown on Radiant Light, so when firing at max speed, every other tether will give your allies 2 stacks of charge with light. Delaying your tethers will charge them every shot. Enemies that are tethered, killed by tether, or killed while tethered will all generate orbs. Revenant and Gunslinger are close seconds, as you can still stay out of harm's way. For Warlocks, Chaos Reach with Geomags is top tier. You can clear adds, do heavy boss or champion damage, and make lots of orbs for your teammates. Shadebinder with Eye of Another World, or Nova Bomb are also acceptable options. Titans are limited by their lack of ranged supers, but the best is Bottom Tree Solar. Your sunspots will melt adds even after your super ends, and the health regeneration from Sun Warrior will keep you topped off during Grandmasters. Like I mentioned before, you are not tied down to these supers or exotics. 2 Guardians running Chaos Reach and or Tether is enough to keep a third player going with any super. If you're a new player like me, you might not have Energy Converter yet. In that case, here are some options for you. First off, you can run Star Eater scales as any Hunter subclass. This gives you 9% super from each orb instead of the standard 7%, so you only need 11 orbs to generate super instead of 14. Additionally, your overcharged super will deal more damage. You can run Middle Tree Solar Hunter with Shards of Galanor, since you can gain up to 50% of your super back from dealing damage with Blade Barrage. You can also run Middle Tree Void Titan with Ursa Furiosa. You'll gain up to 50% of your super back from blocking damage. You can also run Middle Tree Solar Warlock with Phoenix Protocol, since any of your teammates who land final blows while standing in your well will give you super energy back, up to 50%. And that's everything you need to know about the build. To use this most effectively, stay near your fire team as you move around. As soon as a teammate has their super, they can cast it and get as many final blows as possible. This will kickstart the orb generation process. Cast your super, throw your grenade immediately to get the first half back, and then focus on gathering orbs. Timing is everything. If you don't have all 5 stacks of charge with light, don't throw your grenade. Energy Converter has seriously diminishing returns the fewer stacks you have. If there are only a couple adds left, hold on to that super. You won't generate enough orbs to make it worthwhile for you or your allies. If you like this build, please share it with a friend, and thanks for watching.